What's up, everybody? We are live on both Twitch and on YouTube, and we are running our episode 7 of Breaking the Wrestling Barriers. Took a little week ski off, as people do, as it happens, the life be life and such. What do you? All right, Orange Cassidy, pockets over there. Do you good? You fall asleep?
No, I'm good. I'm chilling.
You chilling?
Why are y'all looking at my? You don't need to be seeing my eyeballs.
With that being said, you see the thing underneath name SOS Rampages, boom, 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 right there, and that is on the Twitch that you could see it live right now on the YouTube and all that good stuff. As we just got our first, little chat in there from the Doe's Life. Check him out on Twitch and on YouTube and stuff. He's got they subathon coming up on the 23rd, so check that out.
Yo, Doe makes a special appearance in my newest episode of Minecraft.
But yeah, say who you are and where they find you with that stuff.
I am
you still fuck with your shades.
I am SOS Farm. I am also Farm 27 on the YouTube atmosphere, if you will, a baby.
Yeah, so
and if I
your eyes hurt, so you're not we don't get to see your eyes today.
Not right now.
You get pink eye or something? What?
I got red eyes.
You got red eyes. You just caught a flight last night?
Yeah. Oh, I'm chilling. I'm chilling, man. What you talking about?
All right. But with that being said, we are going to go over to our red-eyed analyst over there and see what's going on the Connecticut side of things with, Netflix being breaking news, apparently, I guess the concert last night at Travis Scott's concert, he's going to be at Raw on their debut on Netflix. So he was given the hardcore title as, because... Is that how upset you feel about Travis Scott?
You talking about Cactus Jack?
Yes. Yeah,
not a fan?
No.
Doesn't really have anything to do with what we're talking about right now, but I dig it. I feel it. Triple H likes to infuse these hot young rappers in the scene. I mean, he's no Metro Boomin. He's not in a promo with Cody Rhodes yet.
Yes.
But I'm sure he'll be like tied down with like Jey Uso or something. So, good for him. But I have no interest in Travis Scott.
You just no selling him.
I'm not even no selling him. I just have no interest. I'm not I don't know anything about him. Like, I grew up on Dr. Dre and Eminem. I just don't. I don't go to that Diddy party.
Well, with that being said, it's going to be quite a Diddy party over there. They got, John Cena, Travis Scott, The Rock. This is quite.
John Cena will not be attending no Diddy parties.
He'll be the captain of the Diddy party.
I can't say anything about Dwayne.
Does need to be washed? I'll start it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, not John, not my man Big Match John. Maybe Dwayne.
I mean, John's gonna be there. He's already announced he's gonna be there.
Oh, well, we'll see about that.
We'll see.
It sounds like I'm gonna attack him.
You gonna jump him now?
I might.
But with that being said, what is going on over there on the WWE landscape of things?
So
let you solo cover for a second while I attend things.
So we've got some interesting things going on with the women's division. We've got spoilers ahead. Rhea's back. She's got the old school Undertaker / Cody Rhodes Phantom of the Opera disturbed face mask, and when I first saw her on the clip that I saw, she's got like a Marilyn Manson look. but like every look that Rhea has, it's working. So we've got our 5-on-5 Survivor Series women's match. Then we go to the men's side, and we got the Usos both trying to figure out who can be the fifth member of our team. Jimmy's over here talking to Braun Breaker. Jay's over here talking to Rey Mysterio. Seth Rollins is also in the mix, but Seth is like, I'm good. Pass. Fast forward to Friday, Bronson Reed shows up. Side note, Bronson Reed fits in with the new bloodline like a color on a painting that you didn't know you needed, and then you just spread around a little bit of orange and brown and, kind of make like a little fall scene over there. And then it's just like the whole picture comes together and he fits in perfectly.
Yeah.
So I think Seth is going to be like, okay, no, I'm down. But if it's not Seth, I had to put a real guess on who their last member would be. Kevin Owens, and then he does like the Dakota Kai.
Okay.
And like turns on them like during the match in the cage, not even entering the match, but like just puts the beat down to Sammy. I'm like, what are you, stupid? Like, look what they've done to us. This is what they've done to us now. Like, we didn't have a problem, but now me and you have a problem. And then
right.
So like, I don't know. There's some deep storyline. Tony Khan. Tony Khan. Storyline.
So giving the deepness to your storyline to follow up on, some of your bloodline things. One, like I had said, the other night when we were talking, it just seems like WWE 2K24 at this point of, oh, let's go ask our friend over here and see if they'll be our Survivor Series partner. Let's go over here. So we have all of our allies and you get to pick your ones that you want. So for playing the storylines, that's always how it goes. But you probably have not seen this because you are not really in the Twitter space or X space. But my little bit of analytic work, there was someone that had seen when Tama Tonga was leaving, he made this sign at the camera, and everybody pointed back at like, that's what the final boss did. That's the final boss sign at Mania he made. And someone said that, and Tama just went, shh. And it's just like, So that is kind of, and that sets up Roman Rock at that point. You got heel final boss Rock and his new bloodline, and then you got Roman and the OGs.
Yeah, because War Games doesn't begin until the last entrant is in the ring, and then literally the match can end within 2 minutes.
Right.
So that's very interesting. But they've already got 5 members. Is this a War Game?
I'm just saying, I think at the end, he's going to come out.
Bloodline rules match?
No, I think what's going to end up happening is I think it's going to be the drop at the end. I think it's going to be one of those where they might even have like the OG bloodline win. Like they pull out the win out of nowhere or somehow, and then the music hits. And then it's almost like a hit. Like, Rock comes out and stands at the top of the stage and is like, get him. And start doing the beatdown. Like they could lose the match even, and he just takes them all out. Because once he comes out, people are gonna cheer for him. And Roman's gonna be like, yeah, Rock's here, we all good. And then all of a sudden, he just looks at Roman and just hits that. That seems to be, if this is what they want, this is the storyline they want out of it.
It might be what it is. It might be the best way.
What else we got going on over there in the beautiful, wonderful land of Oz?
The lovely and beautiful Dakota Kai just came back.
Does she have bionic knees now? Like, is she prepared? Is she not going to break her knees again?
She's already had bionic knees, but you know, she's back and better than ever. Yeah, she's back.
You tried. We're live, pal. Good job.
I was good until you said we're live. I thought.
And then also I saw who's back and who is the new Takeshita over there, Shinsuke and his new look.
I honestly,
the long jacket is
honestly,
very,
I didn't recognize him from the thumbnail, like with the hair over his face and the face paint. But I mean, I hope they do something more with him this time.
It would be nice, but
he seems to be cool with just chilling.
I don't think he has a choice but to be cool with chilling and getting paid.
I think he doesn't have a problem with it, though. You know, I don't think he's like, hey, yo, what's up with that title shot? I think he's just like, oh, wait, you want me to be there? All right, okay, cool. Looks like I got something to do this week.
Since I believe it's either tonight or next week. What you want to do our eulogy? What our eulogy to the New Day? What they mean to us and what's going to happen, because it's happening.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah. Damn. It's like that. What's that yearbook saying? What a wild, crazy, strange ride it's been, y'all. That is the ups, downs. Like, they brought people back to wrestling. Like, I mean, that isn't the rumor that like that's what got Punk sparked back. Like, that literally sparked Punk back watching was the New Day and how much fun they had on screen. He didn't think fun was a thing in wrestling anymore. He didn't think people could enjoy themselves and seeing his friends genuinely enjoying themselves and doing what they wanted to do, and just the boldness to do what they did. And I think it's really shown, and a lot of other people have taken it and ran with it, like a Juice Robinson, like a Harley Cameron, of like, yo, go do something out on screen, and if it hits, it hits, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. It's not like, don't be so uptight about like you have to do this, and this. You just kind of let things go and you be your natural self. And that is, I think, what will sit with the New Day more than anything else at the end of the day is, and what they wanted. If you listen to their podcast and you listen to how they've talked about it, they show what friendship is supposed to be. That's what they wanted. They said, like, in wrestling, everyone turns on each other. Everybody does this. Everybody does that. And it's ironic and funny because that's probably what's going to happen tonight. But you can tell by how long it's gone and how it's been that they genuinely wanted that. They genuinely wanted, like, it's for the greater good. They wanted life, like, art to interpret, like,
yeah.
You know, they wanted to show what, you know, you should be able to do in life as well as in the ring. Like, it's a very nice setting, and it really shows our camera and really sparked some other. I mean, without up, down, and like the New Day, we don't have the Usos being the Usos now by any means. Like, we don't get Uso Penitentiary without that. That shows their personality. I don't know if we get Rusev Day without that. Like, man showed his personality there out of nowhere. Like, no one thought he was just a killer before he got on there. And then he's like, yo, you funny? Okay. Like, there's a lot of people that shined from the, I mean,
Edge and Christian, when they busted out the kazoos and then Big E snatched it and then like tried to eat it. Mm-hmm. Like, everyone they interacted with was like a great moment for them. Like, Team Bad and New Day, like, that wasn't even something that they really showed on TV. It was like something on like the house shows, but like everybody already knew like the vibe that they had, and like to the point where like they had to like show them on camera a little bit.
I mean, wrestling memes that will be used for decades upon decades. I mean, I know from hearing you talk about it, as far as like, that Kofi Mania doesn't happen without the New Day. No, Kofi doesn't get nearly to that level. Big E doesn't get nearly to that level. They would be squandered. They would just be another guy.
Yeah. New Day means so much to me. Like, first of all, starting with like the WrestleMania match with Kofi and Daniel Bryan, like when that 3 count happened, like I'm not gonna lie, like I had tears coming down my eyes, and I looked at my ex-girlfriend and I said, and I quote, Daniel Bryan is the greatest WWE champion that there's ever been. And like that's because he in my eyes, he was the one person that finally did what I never thought I would see. And then after that moment, it was all about Kofi. And then like everything Xavier felt was like what we were all feeling, no matter what your race or sex or anything. Like as a wrestling fan, like you felt that moment, especially like if you were watching the build up with like Vince coming out and trying to stop him and prolong
The build up with Vince coming out to try to stop him. The build up, the New Day going through that gauntlet. The build up where in that gauntlet the Usos like that rep of like, dude, there's no like the feels that they created through that. Like, I don't know. I know that they tout the bloodline right now, and yes, there are feels in the bloodline storyline, but like, the emotional draw out. It's a good storyline with the bloodline, but it's not the emotional kind of feel that Kofi Mania had. That had like a different draw to it.
But I remember going to like wrestling shows like in 2014, 2015 when the New Day just started and they were bad guys. And like they would get the most heat. And like when they weren't out there, the crowd would still be chanting New Day sucks. And then like the first time I saw New Day in person, when we were leaving the Baltimore Arena, the Royal Farms Arena, the whatever you want to call it now, like it's had so many names. There was so many people in the parking lot that were just honking their horns and going bat, 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 and like we were just sitting in traffic. And it wasn't the New Day rocks; it was the New Day sucks. And like I remember, it's just like, yo, they really made an impact.
Every time they went out there, whether they were the first, like most of the time they were like the first match on the card, but you remember what happened.
This is before T-shirts. This is before Bootios. This is before WWE. This is like they made that much of an impact on everybody that people were leaving the parking lot and everybody was sitting in traffic just doing the New Day sucks chant.
They were a big part of that, and it's the popularity of them, but it was also, and we had talked about this as well with the tag team division at that 2014 kind of area and time of they were a really important reason why we were able to see some of those teams like the New Day, like Cesaro and Kid, like Usos, like, and it wasn't just their comedy and their promos were great, but it was the work rate. I remember, going to that Battleground show where it was like headlined by like Jinder and Randy and the Giant, Punjabi Prison, but that match stole the show easily.
Also, it was the mic work of all three of them and like the smack talk that they could do. Like they would make an interesting team interesting by making fun of them, and then all of a sudden the match would happen, and everybody brings it during the match, but like it's the stuff that the New Day would bring out of them outside of the match that made you want to see the match. They changed the tag team division in a time where the only other interesting big tag team match that you wanted to see was the Wyatts versus the Shield.
Right.
And yeah, man, I've got my New Day shirt. I got the blue one with them riding the unicorn. that's one shirt that I bought, and like I'm keeping this forever.
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting to see where it goes from here, and that's the impact is going to be the biggest part of, they don't want it to be for nothing. Nobody wants us to be for nothing. Like I hate to almost sound like that kind of selfish fan at this point, but like we need a Woods world title from this. Like that's the only way that this makes it worth it. That's the only way that any of this is what needs to happen. Like this is if that happens, if we can get a world title out of it, that's that makes it worth it.
Yeah, I've got a keychain, right? I can't find it right now. But anyway, I've got a keychain of Chucky from Child's Play. But I bought a second keychain probably like 8-9 years ago at this point. It's still in the plastic. Still has the tag on it. This is a New Day keychain. Like this is my next keychain. Like I've had it set up for like 9 years of like when the one I have breaks and like I can't use it, I have my replacement and it's the New Day. And I bought this when the New Day started. Like don't mess with us. Man, the New Day is what's up, and legendary group, top 3, better than the Freebirds. Fuck Michael Hayes.
You have anything else on the New Day that you got to get in?
Thank y'all for the ride. I hope it's not over, but whatever chapter y'all take us through, I'm down for it, and let's keep it going. New Day rocks.
Yeah. With that being said, we'll hop on over the fence to the other side and check on over to Wednesday nights with Tony Khan. We had it was its usual kind of chaos over there, but we got it all together, and it happened. The fact that I kind of was jokingly saying like, oh, it would be funny if Adam Cole lost the match to Takeshita, and then lost the match to Takeshita. It's like
don't doubt Takeshita.
Why put him against Takeshita?
Because that's a dream match. Huh?
No.
Yeah.
Anyway, I get it. At least it sets Roddy. And
honestly, because you want to postpone the match between Adam and MJF, and you want to give Roderick a reason to have his match first.
And I can appreciate that at the end of the day.
You keep Takeshita strong, and then Adam gets to complain and be like, you only beat me because of this, and then we get a rematch that we never even thought we wanted.
Yeah, I get that.
I mean, it makes sense in the long run, but I am a Undisputed Era fan, so I got excuses for days.
How are we feeling about Kyle's involvement? Are we like where does he fit into all this? If he fits in anywhere?
Adam needs to fix this. Yo, not only did like I came to AEW and then like you haven't said anything to me for like 2 years, but like when we were in NXT, we had something going on at the end, and like we never finished it. I guess we finished it, but like you just want to shake my hand, like nah, man, like. Also,
we got some talking to do.
You come back and you want to be way up here, and then you want to leave me way down here. We're supposed to be right here. You trying to act like you don't know me. You trying to play Kyle O'Reilly for cheap. Kyle O'Reilly don't play that. He will kick your
So you
head
think
off.
that it's setting up a feud or a friendship?
It's setting up a friendship.
Or
It's
staying
like
away from each other?
it's a Roman, Sammy, Jey Uso thing where it's like, I want you to apologize, but you need to apologize to Kyle. In fact, they should do that. They should set it up and do like a whole imitation of that. Yeah. Because he does need to apologize to Kyle. Things are fucked up.
With that being said, going forward, we also had the match between Swerve and Leo. Great match, obviously. I mean, everything you could expect out of it and more. They really are giving Leo Rush some time and building him up a little bit, which is nice. Do you think that he's a member of the Hurt Syndicate? There's only so many spots. You can't have it too big.
I say no.
And if not, where do you think does he fit in by himself somewhere? Do you think he needs a faction? Do you think he's missing some gimmick-ish? Like where do you think Leo fits in now?
Leo,
this is a personal thing for you as well. This is
Leo could easily fit in there, but he kind of does what he wants and he comes and he goes.
Yeah.
So like if they could work out a deal where like he's a member, but he's not always there, then I could see him joining. But like, do you think we're gonna be seeing Leo Rush matches in February? Or is he just going to be off to the side doing his own thing until June?
That's facts.
That's, so that's the only thing I'm seeing that's holding him back because he already has a relationship with Bobby Lashley and like he's easily someone that could join them.
Right.
But
either way, it keeps it interesting, and I'm glad that he is at least in the fold now and they're giving him time and some good matches out there, which is good.
Because they like him. And they know that he comes and goes, but they're like, yo, while you're here, do you want to work with us? And he's like, yeah, I can't join y'all because I'm about to be about here. But they're like, yeah, that's cool. But, you could be here for like 2 or 3 weeks and you could fight a few of us. All right, bet. Let's do that.
Yeah.
And, that's how they look out for each other. But I don't think he's never around long enough. Leo Rush doesn't have long-term stories.
Sorry.
Yeah. He's not Johnny B. Bad.
And we can thank God for that. But ending the show a little bit, we had FTR and the House of Black. But before that, because I know it dropped both of our jaws a little bit with the Julia Hart promo vignette. I don't even know what we just saw. I don't know what that was. She's going after Jamie Hayter. I mean, we got that enough.
She's been awakened from her slumber.
Yeah.
And it's time to wreak havoc again. What don't you understand? It was the end of October. It was right around Halloween. She's rising from her grave. Do I have to sing Thriller to you?
Apparently. I'd get it more if you did.
Yeah.
I don't know.
She's scary and she's ready. And watch out.
Scary. Real scary. But I mean, the match was obviously really, really good between FTR and technically it was the Kings of the Black Throne, the two, Aleister Malachi and Brody.
Aleister Malachi and Brody King.
Yeah, Aleister Malachi. Yeah.
I mean, hey man, that's a sick name. I'm not gonna lie.
I know.
Yeah.
Interesting FTR losing here. Where does this? I know what you're gonna say. Where does FTR go from here?
They go back home.
I go back home.
And they finish their career properly under Papa H, where they will be booked properly under the guidance.
Booked properly. These men have been they've been put up like gods at the tag team division over here.
Until
they've wrestled whoever they wanted.
Until
they have looked better over here than on WWE TV. I will argue that all day long. No untils. They've looked better right now. They literally just had Kings of the Black Throne. They've been having 45-minute matches on Collision with whoever they want.
Until Phil.
It hasn't changed. And before Phil was there, they were booked better. You can't say Phil was anything about it because they've still been booked good and bad after. Like it's not.
I've been seeing a lot of losses.
A lot of losses.
Like there's everywhere.
They can't win all the time.
They can't win anytime.
I don't know, and I think they would put out there as fact like they've been booked better.
Look, you make me so scared, and I think that you two should lose again.
I'm about to make me look up records because I bet you they have not been losing that bad. I would put money on the fact they haven't been losing that bad.
You want to bet a green tea?
I bet a green tea.
Okay, because you know how far I go with bets.
Lost record. From all their matches this year, 57-16.
They lost 16 matches. That's a shame. That's crazy. What the yo?
Look out of here.
Yo, so I want the green tea that's the classic one.
Look out of here.
Okay, I'll give you a green tea. I don't be saying where they be winning at on YouTube.
No, because like I said, they're on, and because you don't want to watch Collision. There are Collision people.
When does Collision come on?
Saturday.
At what time?
7, 8, I think 8. I usually watch it after. That's why.
Nah, I'm asleep, bro.
You sleep, okay.
We can't watch it live. Can watch the replay, but I don't know if that helps the ratings.
Nobody's asking you to help the ratings. Just acknowledge that they win in matches.
I just don't know that they're winning matches because every time I do see them, which is very rarely, they're always making FTR hair take the pin.
Let's see. They defeated the Los Ingobernables on Collision.
Yo,
who took the Learning Tree on Dynamite last week?
Yo, who took the pin in the last match that they lost? Was it Cash?
It doesn't say on.
It doesn't say. I wouldn't say that shit out loud either.
But they beat the Grizzled Young Veterans too. They beat the Undisputed Kingdom.
They beat everyone that came from the WWE.
They had a time withdrawal with the Acclaim.
They beat the smack talker Max Caster.
Listen.
Who's got unlimited heat.
Listen, they're doing stuff.
But anyway, I think they need to go back to the WWE, and that's where they need to finish off their career. I think they would just be a better fit there, with the Motor City Machine Guns and the Street Profits.
That are upset. You keep acting like the Street Profits are happy, and this is a la la land for the Street Profits.
It doesn't say that, but they are a tag team currently, right?
Listen, I'm not gonna speak for Mans, but I feel like Bianca has a good deal of why Montez isn't as upset as he should be, because they treating her great.
So
he probably just wants to touch.
I got a question for you. This is so off the topic, but who do you think is going to be the first heel to call Montez Ford Bianca Belair's +1?
Miz, all right, there.
That's what I was thinking.
I gave you yours to go for it.
No, that's what I'm thinking.
So we can wrap things up here because it was on the topic because I knew that you were going to say that you wanted them to go back home. There are 2 huge rumors out there as far as Impact is concerned, and I want to get your opinion on where these 2 are going to go. Mm-hmm. We have Speedball Mike Bailey. Where you think he's going to
go? We've seen Speedball in person, and
yes.
That was the first time I saw him. I saw him in person 2 or 3 times before I saw him on TV. but the last time I saw him was in Impact, I think.
Yes.
The last match we saw together. Okay, yeah. And then you said that he reminds you of RVD. And since you said that, I've seen him in like a different light. So like honestly, I feel like he could go anywhere he wants to go.
Yeah.
So I really don't know where he's gonna end up. Like it's his choice.
I think he's an AEW guy with the size and the way he works and how open he is. Like it seems like, and this also it goes off of the other end of this conversation of Josh Alexander said he has retired from the independent scene officially. So I think that's pretty.
Has anyone ever
big
said
sign.
that before?
I don't think so. And he's, you know,
yeah, I've never.
Maybe that means he's going back permanently. Maybe not.
Can I create my own
I've just never heard that quote. So, like, for someone to say, "I'm retired from the independent scene," that seems like the opposite of something that Terry Funk would have said to go into the indies. You know?
Yeah.
So it's interesting.
I think that it's either going to be, like I said, he might just be sticking with Impact permanently and just not doing independent bookings and such like that. But it seems, and I think he's more of one that would lean towards that WWE side of things.
Yeah. No, I think he wants to step up to the next level. Like that's a statement to say, like, I'm retiring from the independent scene. Because like if you go to AEW, you can still do indies, right? Like, I mean,
I think yes and no.
I guess.
I think it all kind of depends.
Yeah. I don't know. It just seems like he's ready for the next level. Him and Jordan Grace.
You got to drag Jordan Grace.
What are you laughing at? What are you laughing at? That was a good reference. They're both ready to step up to the next level. Their next contract.
Because you just want to drag them along. You just want to drag her along too.
No, well, I can't think of anybody else that's going to sign their next contract for like a big money contract besides MJF.
Obviously.
Yeah, so, you know, like there's certain people, you know, like that next contract's going to be big.
But I think
Jordan Grace.
Wrap things up. Just repeat it. But get your plugs in.
I am Jordan. I am
You're not
Farm 27, aka SOS Farm on Twitch, and you can find me broadcasting whenever I feel like it, whether it be 5 o'clock in the morning or 10 o'clock in the morning. I was gonna say afternoon, but you know it's random. I don't have a schedule for now, and maybe one day I will. And over Shmia.
And on SOS Rampages, it says that down here. And you can check me out usually trying to get a little bit of a later night schedule as far as my Twitch is concerned. So we do little pop-up, streams like this at times to try to get some live recording in. But with that being said, check us out. Let us know what other content you would like to see. And we appreciate y'all for coming out. And we will catch y'all next time. Peace.